Hello YouTube, this is Amy's bro. How the heck are we tonight? So we're gonna have a couple videos up today. The first one, excuse me, is going to be talking about UtaPri versus Dream Festival. As in relation to the rhythm game genre, and realistically, which one is the better of the two? Well, this is a tricky one. You see, there's about, I don't know, 4 different male idol games out. One is actually on the PS Vita, which is the music games. And the other ones you have to play on either an Android tablet or a mobile device, a cell phone. So, for some people, the idea of playing, say, I don't know, a game on a mobile, not exactly the best thing to try and do. So they would stick with something like a UtaPri. But if you're someone who likes to play a game like the old school, listen to me saying old school, and it's not really that old. If you're someone who likes to play the games like, say, the Project Diva titles from Hatsune Miku, you may be more inclined to want to play Dream Festival. And let me explain to you why. So, what is Dream Festival? Well, Dream Festival is a rhythm game with some visual novel aspects to them, in which you play with different members of different units, and you are trying to amass the highest score possible. Now, there's 3 categories for each song. One is to be able to clear a song a certain number of times, and each time that you do, you go up a grade. You do not have to do this consecutively, I don't believe, but as long as you get a certain score, or as long as you clear the song, then it counts towards your grade on that. One is for combo. To show you how ridiculous this game gets, they start the combo for some songs at 30 before, of course, the all clear and getting the combo. And then, of course, there is your score, which is obviously done by getting combos with the notes, but it's also done with another thing, which I'll get into in about 10 seconds here. Excuse me. So let's get to that, actually. The idea is, on the bottom of your screen, there's a circle about yay big. The notes will pass through there. Your job is to get the perfect timing on all of them. Good luck on that. Now, there's green notes, which will come from the left-hand side, blue notes that come from the right-hand side, and there's also red notes which have bullseyes on them, which come from the right and left, and you have to try and get them both. Good luck. There's also notes, however, which have an arrow on them. What that means is very simple. When they pass through the bullseye, you have to swipe them up, which is how you actually start each song. So, there's also segments where the performer of the song will come out to the center of the stage or come out into the crowd and trace something. Your job is to, with your finger, or if you're like me and you use a Android emulator, with your mouse, to very quickly trace whatever shape they've created and try to do it as perfectly as possible. The better you do, the higher your score, and the closer you will get to your score goals at the end of the song. And obviously this game plays by BPMs, so the slower the song, you would think in some cases the easier, but I can tell you, at least for me, it can throw you off, especially if you have about 5 notes coming at you in consecutive. So you have to go bam, bam, bam. And you have to be careful, because if you hit those notes too early, guess what happens? It doesn't count as a miss, but it does break your combo. So you have to hit the notes either perfectly or pretty close to perfect. Not the easiest thing in the world to do. Also, you will get, I believe, money or cards, which are used to upgrade the equipment of your particular characters, which also will help you through the course of the game as far as getting experience points, which you are going to need in order to level yourself up and your character that you're using. The experience points, by the way, are more or less for the character that's performing the song or characters. A song can have more than one character at a time. There are solo songs and there are group songs, and that is the key thing. This is like UtaPri in that respect, but I will tell you that this game, the timing is a little bit trickier because they use more. Because the song's tempo is closer to a BPM, like say Hatsune Miku, then you're dealing with the idea of being able to tap it or click the mouse button within the rhythm of the song. It would probably be easier if you're using a regular tablet, because then you can just have both your hands free. As it is, if you're using a mouse, like this little gimmick, you would have to have the reflexes to be able to hit boom boom. Oh, and there's also the notes, you know, the ones with the tail at the end of them. Those of you who have played Hatsune Miku, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Where the note will hit the center and you have to hold it until the other part wraps around, and then you let go. And you have to try and do that perfectly. Good luck. Again, not an easy thing to do. At the end of every song, your score is tallied up, and depending on how you did, especially with your combo and your clears, you will be graded accordingly. Now, it is possible that you can get the S rank for the score and the combo right out the gate. If you wanted to get the clear, congratulations, but you're going to be there for a minute, because to do some songs you're going to have to clear them up to at least 50 times to get the S rank. Oi. You don't have to deal with a UtaPri. That may be the one thing that turns off people from trying to play this game, to be honest. Because the fact that one of the grades, one of the ranks, is how many times you clear a song. Well, how many people are going to want to play a song 50 times? Considering also, oh, by the way, I neglect to mention that every time you play a song, it costs you energy. And unless you level up, you don't refill it. So there is that to consider also. When it comes to UtaPri, of course, everybody knows what they're getting into when you play the game, because you have, excuse me, you have the characters and you're playing the songs and you're trying to get the best grade possible, with, of course, the best being an S rank with a gold crown. That means you completed the song with no misses and perfect timing. Congratulations. If you can do that, you're a god. I've done that on a couple of songs, actually, on Music 3. I've done that on almost every kind of a song. But it's not the easiest thing in the world to do, because you pretty much have to know where the notes are. If you haven't played the game in a while, you're SOL. But that is one key thing to think about when you're playing UtaPri. Again, which one are you going to want to play? That's up to you. If you're trying to play a game like Dream Festival, though, you may need to use some type of an app which can actually get around the geolock. An example would be QApp. That's QOO app. And if you get that, when you download it, you can then find the game Dream Festival or Ensemble Songs or Ensemble Stars, but I'll talk about that another time. And you can sit down and play it. I haven't gotten very far in Dream Festival, but from what I have gotten through, it's actually it's a very fun game actually. You play different songs with different characters, so you have a lot of different things, and you do have to do this. If you clear a song one time, you open up the next difficulty level. You must play every song on easy before you can play normal and hard. Just something to think about before you start playing. Like I said, I've started playing it last night, and I've been having a ball with it. I think if you're getting into these types of games, you may want to start with something a little bit easier, and UtaPri is a little bit easier, not much, but it's up there. Because that is closer to, say, something in the Parappa the Rapper range. And for those of us that play those games, you may have found those a little bit easier to play back in the day on the PS1. So, it's really a preference thing. UtaPri, DreamFes, whichever one you enjoy the most, go ahead and play it. If you ask me, it's weird because while I am an old school rhythm fan with a game like, say, UtaPri, which I enjoy thoroughly, there is something about Dream Festival that is really starting to hook me to the point where I want to try and get the best score possible, or at least see if I can keep getting my combo to go up and up and up to try and at least get a C rank, because that is something I am actually looking forward to getting. It goes, for those who don't know the score system in that game, it goes C, B, A, S. Your goal, to get the S. But I don't know what they consider a fail in that game, and I don't even want to know what it is, to be perfectly honest, but I have not failed a song yet on that game. Then again, I play on easy because I want to enjoy it. So excuse me for enjoying a game. But like I said, for me, I enjoy them both. But if you ask me to pick one, slight edge right now, that goes to Dream Festival. And I haven't watched the anime yet. Season 2, by the way, for that's coming up in this year. Anyway, that's this video. I will see you in the next one. So I will see you in a few minutes. Bye-bye.